Hi friends, how are you? Today I am going to be making some videos on chemistry. So many students are requested me do some videos on periodic table. So due to lack of time, so I have not done videos on chemistry. So I will complete periodic classification briefly, step by step. Before going to start this chapter, periodic classification. So, we will discuss many things in which we will discuss under the chapter how the periodic table is formed, so how they are divided, and every classification we will discuss briefly. Let us start now the introduction of this chapter. So, first introduction. Everything in nature, from mountains to oceans to the air we breathe and the food we eat are made up of simple substances. So these simple substances are called elements. You have may already heard about several elements including gold, iron, oxygen and helium. So in which these are just 4 out of total 118 elements. You know gold everywhere we are using, iron we know, oxygen we know, helium we are using in balloons. So many of these elements have a unique properties. Sometimes they have surprising chemical and physical properties. For example, you take gallium. Gallium is a solid element. If you take in your hand, it is melting. That means it is changing into liquid. At the same time, if you take a sulfur compound, this sulfur compound it gives you a bad smell of rotten eggs. Fluorine is the gas. This fluorine gas is burning in the concrete, whole straight way. So these elements are rarely found in pure form. So then where we get these elements? Mostly all these elements combined with each other, they are making compounds which makes up substances around us. For example, hydrogen is there and oxygen is there. This hydrogen and oxygen combining, they makes water. Water is a compound. If you take sodium and chlorine, this sodium and chlorine combines, they form salt. It is one of the compound. Around us, there is a millions of compounds are there. For example, take carbon. Carbon is found in millions of compounds. Many of which, for example, take including proteins and sugars. Proteins and sugars are made up of carbons, in which so many carbon percentage is there. So this proteins and sugars makes our body working. Okay, now find out more about the elements. For example, we need to take a good look at the periodic table. So here in a periodic table there are so many elements are arranged in a systematic way. It is arranged by the scientists around the world. They listed out all the elements in detail. So here it shows a key information for each element. All the elements are grouping them in a similar types. So what the properties of all the elements, they have same properties, they grouped into in one. With this information we can use elements to make many things we need. A fluorine compound, it is using in a toothpaste. That fluorine gives toughness to our teeth. At the same time, silicon crystals. The silicon crystals are using in the microchips. So these microchips are operating in gadgets and phones. Every element has its own story of where it comes from, what it can do, and how we use it. Okay, there is a more stories there. Let us start. Let us begin our theory of each and every element one by one. Let us start that elements are building blocks of the compounds. And what is periodic table? And what is periodic classification? Okay, you must go have visit a library. If you go to the library, there is a one librarian is there. If you ask him, okay, one book. For example, ask a physical chemistry book. There are thousands of books in the library because it's a large library. When you ask a book, the library staff can locate it easily. They know well because how it is possible? In a library, the books are classified in various categories and subcategories. They are arranged on shelves accordingly. They are therefore the location of books it becomes very easy. At the same time, let us come to the chemistry. Most of the matter, what we are seeing, what we are touching, what we are feeling, it is made up of compounds. So the compounds means maybe it is a solid or maybe it is liquid or maybe it is gas. There are such millions of such compounds existing presently. How these compounds are made up of? Already we discussed. The compounds are formed due to combination of various elements. To study these properties of the elements and their compounds, it's a very tough task. Then, how this task was simplified? This task was simply by simple classification of elements into few groups. Instead of studying each and every element or each compound, we can learn the properties of groups by arranging in systematic way. So what is the necessity for classification of elements? Let us discuss. Or what are the reasons for the classification of elements? Yes, it's very necessary because to study them in a better way. The first point is to study them in better way. Second one is you can compare the properties of elements with some fundamental property. It's a very easy task by arranging all the elements in a systematic way. That is the characteristic of all the elements we can find easily. The third one, to reveal relationship between different elements. So when you arrange all the elements in systematic way, we can easily compare, we can give the relation between the elements easily. So that is the reason we must classify the elements. Subscribe to my channel for more videos. Thank you. All the best.